Hello, Invincibles. Are you tired of facing reality and are really interested in learning how you can create your own reality because you always have been? You've just been doing it unconsciously? Tune in to this flashback to April of 2020 when we opened up this topic for grand discussion, and let me know in the comments below how this video speaks to you, because this video was made just for you. Enjoy.
Alignment. And today we are going to be talking about a very, very timely topic. It is the difference between creating reality and facing reality. And you never want to face a reality that you don't want to anchor in. So we're going to be talking about the difference between alignment versus action, creating reality versus facing reality, and appreciation versus gratitude. Because gratitude actually puts you into the recognition of what's unwanted to get to appreciation of what is. And we're going to really change and spin on things today, of which I call a plot twist or a tipping point. So you have some really big choices to make. And right now, if you are facing reality, you could end up jumping through hoops that you would not normally do, giving up part of who you are and more of your freedom. You could also end up going down rabbit holes that will not serve you, that will anchor you deeper into what's unwanted. So this is where we really separate the conscious creators versus the reality facers. And it's really not a us versus them. However, when you are a reality facer and you are in the presence of a conscious creator, they are going to annoy the hell out of you, because you're going to think that they're not facing reality and they're not accepting what's going on, and they're the ones that are going to put everybody at risk and blah, 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 blah. But actually, they're the ones who are innovators. They are leaders. They are trailblazers, going to where most will not go in order to raise everyone up. So today we're really going to ask, here's the thing. If you're a reality facer and you're trying to use affirmations to get you out of your reality, you're going to be there for a really long time, because if affirmations worked, wouldn't they have worked by now? You're intelligent individuals. You are amazingly brilliant. Thought and words are limiting. And that's what reality facers use. Now, I use thoughts and I use words because I know that's the language that you speak to at least get you plugged in to listen to the conversation. Because this is really powerful. And this is the biggest question that you have to ask yourself, because if you need to believe it to see it, then you are a reality facer. But if you are a conscious creator, you'll see it after you believe it. And I'm going to take the word belief out. I want you to align to it. And you can't get there through thought. You can't get there through words. You need to get there through energy. And I've said this many times. I'll say it again. What reason do you need to feel good? Why do you even need a reason to feel good? How bad do you need to feel to make other people who feel bad feel better? It doesn't make them feel better. It just fuels the feeling bad. So this is the thing that we're talking about, friends. You got to choose every single morning to do something your way, your routine, that helps you plug in to the source of well-being that is active within you. And I always tell people, you're naked underneath your clothes. And people say, well, no, you're either naked or you're clothed. And that's the conscious mind. That is a reality facer, right? I have clothes on. And a reality facer said, no, you have clothes on. But a conscious creator realizes that you're naked underneath your clothes. That no matter how many layers of clothing you put on, that you are naked underneath there. So if we take that analogy and bring it over to that, no matter how much roles that you put on yourself, mom, business owner, friend, meditator, yoga doer, whatever you want to call yourself, you're still the well-being of source energy, whether you call it God, spirit, angels, however you call it, it's underneath there. And it will never go into negative thought, and it will never go into negative emotion, because it is not a natural state of being. The only time a little baby goes into a discomfort is when there is an actual physical discomfort, meaning they're hungry, they're wet, they're tired, they're cranky, right? And the second that the symptom is alleviated, they feel better. But that's their only way of communication. Now, you call yourself educated, and why would an educated person, no matter how many degrees or not degrees, life experience, why would you, as an educated person, choose not to feel good or allow something outside of you to rock your feeling good? So now I want you to understand, and if you can draw two columns of conscious creator versus facing reality. Because the moment that you have a plot twist, the moment that you start doing something that the old you would not do.
If you're ready to change your life or your business, please check out my coaching options available in the description box below. There's an option that fits your needs perfectly. I look forward to working with you.
You can reach a rock bottom where you say, this, and it's a major plot twist. It is a major tipping point. I can't do it this way anymore. I don't want to do it. Why am I even here if this is what I'm feeling the second that I wake up in the morning, right? And I go through that because I'm still having a human experience as a conscious creator. But sometimes we forget. We get so lulled into facing reality that, and the thing is, when you are a conscious creator and you do shift a little bit into facing reality, it doesn't last very long, right? You shift right back. And when you are a conscious creator, you start in what you know, you start in familiar surroundings, but these are still the same surroundings that were here a month ago, 2 months ago, 3 months ago. We've lived here for almost 7 years now. And now it's, as this new me comes, it becomes very apparent. She was the facing reality, and now this is the creating reality. So no matter what you're doing, if you are a conscious creator and you think you are, then you are not going to buy into the nonsense that's the outside world. So when you are a conscious creator, you create regardless of circumstances. You don't worry about, well, a month from now, what's it going to be like? Or it's, I create. You do not wish, you do not want, you do not hope. You create. Wishing and wanting and hoping are dream stealers, folks. And that's facing reality, people. And every time that I've brought something into reality that did not exist, it's ridiculous in the results. It was ridiculous in the goal setting. And there were plenty of people along the way that came and said, that'll never happen. Well, you know what? Stand back. So what I'm going to tell you right now is, if you want to know how to create reality, the moment that you wake up, you figure out your morning routine, that you spend time with you, connecting to the fountain of energy, of well-being that is beyond words. Whether you go for a run, you yoga, you meditate, you dance around to music, you spin circles, you take the dog for a walk, and stay out of your head. Put some 528 megahertz on, and it's really hard to think when that's on, because you just kind of start to meld and blend with the tone and the music. And the next thing you know the difference between thoughts that you think and thoughts that are inspiration, because they're just like, whoa, aha moment after aha moment after aha moment. And we will say to you that the lower realities, when you raise to a new reality, it looks exactly like the one that you're on, except you'll notice the differences. When you have a plot twist, you have a choice, because things aren't going the way that they're supposed to for you. They're so much better. They're so much better. That whole park was down there just for me today because I was the only one there. It existed just for me today. Nobody else was there. How exciting was that? That if there was any doubt that this and all of this world isn't happening to me, it isn't happening for me, it's happening from me. So I was going to talk about a gratitude journal, but here's the inspiration that came in today. And I want to call it an appreciation journal. Because when you're in gratitude, you're looking for something to be grateful for. But when you're actually experiencing gratitude, you experience it through the emotion of appreciation. So appreciation is the alignment, and gratitude is the action. Appreciation is the experience, and gratitude is how you would explain it. right? That's the difference between alignment is the actual experience as it's happening, and you don't need to think it into being. And then the gratitude is what you would say if you were explaining it to someone. So I want you to go into deep appreciation. And this is something that I would say when I was a little kid. Thank you, thank me, thank us, thank we. Right? Thank you, thank me, thank us, thank we. And I would dance around. And now I would say appreciate you, appreciate me, appreciate us, appreciate we. And it just had this beautiful little cadence to it because I was appreciating the worms. I was appreciating the rain falling on me. I was appreciating that I had an umbrella and I had a sweatshirt. And all of this was just like, wow. I felt like a rock star. I felt like this is all mine. And then I thought, all right, well, let's go into daydream. What would my estate look like when I have the house and the estate and the land and everything else? Of course, I would have my own running track. Of course, I'd have that for my family and those who would come to visit. So I feel like this whole neighborhood now is here just for me. My car is here just for me. The people who did all of that stuff to make it happen so that when I was ready for it and all I had to do is go pick it out. That's it, right? So when you think about it, even when you go to the supermarket, all you have to do is make the decision to go, know exactly what it is that you're looking for, and then pick it out. And it's an energy exchange. You exchange currency, you exchange your money for the energy of what other people have exchanged it, money and time and energy. And all this is, friends, is an energy exchange. But I will tell you this, if you need a reason to be happy, if you need another person to be happy, if you need situations to be happy, then it's going to be hit or miss, hit or miss, hit or miss, hit or miss, hit or miss. Because until you can be happy, because happy is the thing to be, or joyous is the thing to be, or enthusiastic is the thing to be, I can't help you. And I'm going to get real annoying to you very, very, very quickly. What are you going to do? If you need to be happy because of things and people and places and experiences, you're going to be very disappointed. And I want to give you this last analogy before we go today. So you spill some dirt on the carpet and you go and you grab the vacuum cleaner. And what you do first is either you make sure the vacuum cleaner is charged up or you plug it into the wall. Because even though you could, and I remember back in the 70s, we had the non-plugged in vacuum cleaners. They just kind of picked up a little bit of the dirt, that the roller might pick up a few things, but it's not going to give you the clean that you wanted because you have to plug in. Well, I want you to think every morning that if you get up and you just start going and going and going and going, it's like taking a vacuum cleaner and not plugging it in. You're not going to get very far and you're going to get very disappointing results. So this is really about you plugging in to be a conscious creator. And if you can't see the gift and appreciate the gift that you've been given, that you don't have all of the pressures, because if they still exist, they're only in your thoughts. Unless you have somebody knocking down your door saying, where is this right now? It's not your concern. You got to plug in, because until you don't plug in, you will be facing a reality that you really don't like, that's going to get worse for you. And you'll go deeper down that rabbit hole and you'll jump higher through those hoops. So I'm glad that you're here today. I appreciate you beyond words. And I would tell you to sit and write a list, but I'm not going to, because I think we're beyond that now. I want you to go and plug in and feel how good it feels to feel good, because it feels good to feel good. And when you go to plug in your vacuum cleaner, if it doesn't work, that's when you have the problem. But you don't have the problem before you plug in the vacuum cleaner going, is this going to work or not? Then why the heck are you doing it with your life? I really, 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 really want you to understand that until you understand that you're naked underneath your clothes and that you're happy underneath all of this nonsense, and if you just take off your clothes, you'll see your nakedness, and if you take off all of your thoughts, you'll tap and plug into that source of well-being. and that there's nothing more important to me. Not my partner, not my children, not anything else. Because I am no good to them, and I'm no good to you, and I'm no good to anyone or anything until I have plugged in every morning and filled me up and chose to be happy, because happy is a choice. And why else? Why would I not choose it? I've done all the others. I don't have to touch the hot stove again to know the stove's hot. I don't have to walk in front of a car to get hit by one to know that that's not a really good thing, right? So why would you deliberately face reality and choose not to feel the joy that's already present within you? If you're still looking to get others to validate you, to say, yes, that's who you are, then again, it's going to be hit or miss, and it's going to be a really long road for you. But when you plug in to that beautiful conscious creator, and you truly are a conscious creator, then when the plot twists show up and you're called to do something in a way that you haven't done it in a really long time, or you've never done it before, then you know you've just leveled up and there's no going back. And for those of you who would love to learn a new way of life and a new way of business and spend some time talking with me, at the very least, I'm going to tell you this: you spend a little time talking with me, you're going to feel a lot better. You're going to plug in, you're going to feel connection. And I have no problem being that connection for you. Yeah, it feels really, really good. All right, guys. So tap in, tune in, feel it, experience it. Know that it's yours before you actually see it. And when you tap into the joy that's already within you, everything changes. Everything. And, even though I look around my room and I know what happened this morning, and this looks like the room that it looked like before I left, I know I'm in a whole different world right now. And I want as many people to come and play and have fun and have amazing results with me. So it's the better it gets, the better it gets. Feel free to comment on anything that we post. Invite your friends to come for a short amount of time. I have opened the group to public because that's what my heart felt today. And we're still going to be making sure that people are here, belong to be here, that they are invincible CEOs. That's my promise to you. But until then, I feel like this is something that should be opened up to everyone. All right, guys, I'm so excited. This is an amazing time. And if you've ever wanted to challenge yourself to really stand out by being you and tapping into your authentic self, now's the time. Have a good one, and I'll see you soon. If this video inspired you in any way, please comment below. We'd love to hear from you. In deep appreciation, thank you for being here and watching the video. If you like what you saw and heard, please like and subscribe to our channel. Feel free to share with all of your family and friends. And why don't you take a peek on the screen and see the videos that have been chosen just for you. Take a deep dive and binge right in. Enjoy.